sometimes not knowing where to start is the best place to start. So I really don't know where to start, but we're just going to go for it. I have a bluish background here. It's Blue Harbor. I may not have it in there so you can see it. And I also have a darker kind of navy. And I'm going to make a sea turtle, I think. But, it's one of those things. It's obviously blue, so it's not as turtley as it could be, but we're just gonna have fun with it. I grew up in Florida. I now live in West Virginia, but sea turtles were always like a big thing in Florida, and it's just interesting to me. So I guess it's oh, I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. So we pause for effect here. We'll see if it really happens, but ooh. Okay, I guess it's gone. Anywho, so, growing up in Florida, lots of sea everything. And so it's kind of fun to, think about and watch a lot of the sea turtles make their way back to the ocean and everything. So it's a fun kind of thing. So now we're gonna kind of, again, this is really raw. I'm not trying to make a perfect sea turtle, but just more or less capturing their kind of essence of what it is. So today was a good day. Owen proudly claimed several days ago that we were not going anywhere. And so today we did not go anywhere. And quite frankly, that was fine by me because it's hot. We are experiencing, and it's not over today, my air conditioning can't even keep up with it, and it's only about 6 years old. So I can only imagine people that have older air conditionings or, so forth and so on. Anyways, it was 95 today, I think, with a heat index of 1,000,000. It felt like in the 102, I think I read, or something close to that. Anyways, way too hot for me. So him wanting to stay home did not upset me in one way or another at all. I don't really do good with the heat, and the older I get, it's even worse. And I grew up in Florida, like I said, so it's kind of, I don't know, I was going to say ironic, but that's not, I don't know. I get lost in my words. I think I overthink words sometimes too much. Now, one of the one that I showed you, the Blue Harbor, that's actually the color of the background, and then I've mixed kind of the navy and it. So what you're seeing is kind of shadows of the blue on there as I go along. So when I use the Blue Harbor, which is the background of that, it's going to kind of be more hidden in it as it dries, but you'll still see like the sheen, the extra sheen on top of it as it does dry, if that makes any sense. Of course, I'm not explaining it very well, but but yeah, and today is Tuesday, and we're supposed to have this hot weather for the rest of the week, pretty much. We're heading into today is the last day of June, so we're heading into July with a bang, and I'm in the States, and so we have 4th of July, so that will literally be the fireworks. But we don't have too many activities this week compared to a lot of the weeks. We had a very busy yesterday. I mean, like, we were gone from first thing in the morning, and it wasn't late night, but he had 3 of his therapies, and we met our church lady friends, and then we met another friend before he went to his therapies, and then 2 therapies, came home to eat a snack, as he always says, and then we did his vision therapy. And so by the time we got home yesterday, it was quite warm, and like I said, I was not complaining at all when he proclaimed that today was going to be a day that we stayed home. I wasn't. And he did that. He does it quite often. Like, you know, he will say that we're not doing something way before it ever happens or doesn't happen. And sometimes I can convince him, like the other day he had said we were going to stay home all day, but our electricity went out, and he agreed to leave the house to go play at the park, and I was shocked because even at this age, even when the electricity goes out, sometimes he just can't process to leave. He's so worried about the electricity that he has to stay home to make sure that it comes back on. But today, it was Saturday, I believe. All my days are blending together. I believe it was Saturday that we lost the power. And he, today is Tuesday, he started talking about us losing the power again. And he had talked about wanting, not wanting a tent on his bed again, because when we left the house, I told him that he gets so worried about these things, and I'm like, well, if we still don't have electricity when we go to bed, we can always go camping, we can go to a hotel, we can do other things, and it will be fine. And when I talked about a tent, he had had a tent on his bed for a while when he was younger. It's just like a canopy kind of thing. And he loved it. And then one day, because I'd ask him randomly if he wanted it off or if he liked it on there, and he always wanted it on. And then one day he was like, "No more tent, please." And I took it off. And so we talk about it occasionally, and he does not want this back on. And when I was talking to him about going camping, I confused him because I said that we could stay in a tent, and that sent him into he did not want a tent anymore on his bed. So, and I get it completely, but that it's hard to explain to him that I was just using words of expression versus what was really happening. So, anyways. So I don't think I'm going to do too much more to this. I just think it was just an idea. I like sometimes to use like the blue and kind of try to keep all the same colors, the monochromatic in there. So anyways, I think that is what we're doing today. We meaning me. I say we a lot because I'm so used to always including Owen and he helped me with the background. So anyways, O for Owen, and then L and B. So there we go. All right. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.